8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Browse all state directory of citizen all state USA. Browse the all state directory. All agents link on name of state, so details are click on state name. Alabama, we have got insurance. Alabama covered. Alexa, Alaska, we have got insurance in Alaska covered. Arizona, we have got insurance in Arizona covered. Arkansas, we have got insurance in Arkansas covered. California, we have got insurance in California covered. Colorado, we have got insurance in Colorado covered. Connecticut, we have got insurance in Connecticut covered. Delaware, we have got insurance in Delaware covered. Florida, we have got insurance in Florida covered. Hawaii, we have got insurance in Hawaii. Other states, Java, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Virginia, Maine, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Washington DC, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, Vermont, Virginia, What, Tennessee, Texas, South Carolina, South Dakota, West Virginia, Maine. Who is required to have what compensation insurance? Who is required to have a community about what compensation insurance do I have to have what compensation insurance? If what if I do provide what compensations? Provide what compensations covers buying covers. तू मिलिया तो मिल गए खुदाई में तुझे बोल रहा था पर न जुदाई में employers public liability insurance. If you are going to work with your own firm, it is busy vital that you cover your return with an employer public liability insurance. Cover injury, sickness, or this or that. Soon at work, provide correct value for money, may provide discounts. What does simple public liability insurance cover? Thanks. I have no need of that. Common public liability insurance. Public record research. For public legal responsibility. Insurance for public records or such companies. What do public records research? Companies need public legal responsibility insurance. What is restrictions? Our letter of public liability insurance from for a public data. Such company. Under public files, such company. Public liability insurance plan. Policy on claims made or claims document based basis. Limited company public liability insurance required. They are required contractually. New research on exposed straight from umbrella insurance. States for farm umbrella insurance. What is not covered by any umbrella policies? It is owed if you get umbrella insurance. What $1 million umbrella insurance policy? Umbrella insurance cost. Do umbrella insurance policy have a deductible? How should you get an umbrella policy? Will umbrella insurance cover a lawsuit? Next post. Normal public liability insurance. What is professional indemnity insurance? What's included? breach of duty,
breach of duty,
intellectual property
intellectual property,
infringement,
infringement,
not included.
not included.
International damage.
International damage,
Next post.
next post,
Plumbers public liability insurance.
plumbers, public liability,
What do I need to get
do I need
quit?
to get quit?
What I record? Plumbers.
What I request, plumbers,
What type of insurance should
what type of
plumbers take
insurance
out?
should plumbers take out?
Post a comment.
Post a comment.
Home.
Home,
Back.
back,
Next post.
next post,
What is the difference between professional
what is the
identity and public
difference
liability?
between professional
What
identity
is
and
the
public
difference
liability?
between professional
What
identity
is
and
the
public
difference
liability?
between
What does public liability insurance work?
what does public liability?
How does public liability insurance work?
How
How does
public
professional
liability-
indemnity
How does professional indemnity
indemnity insurance work?
indemnity insurance work?
ফুল ফুটেছিল মনের বাগিচা, ফুল ফুটেছিল মনের বাগিচা, আমি না পাপড়ি সবই ঝরে যা। কোন অপরাধে আমার প্রেমের তরি অকুলে বাসায়, আমি ছিলাম তোমার চুকের মনি, কেন আন্ধারে ডুবালে? তুমি যাও চলে যাও শুধু স্মৃতি রেখে যাও, প্রেমের সমাধি ভেঙে মনের শিকল ছিঁড়ে পাখি চায় উড়ে যায়। কাঁচার পাখি তবু কাঁচাই থাকে না, বনের পাখি বনের মায়া ছাড়ে না, পাখি চায় উড়ে যায়। আমার হৃদয় ভেঙে যায়, তীর হারা ঢেউ আমি ভাঙা চর, দুনিয়াতে সবই হলো ভয়। আমি ছিলাম তোমার চোখের মনি, কেন আঁধারে ডুবালে? তুমি যাও চলে যাও, শুধু স্মৃতি রেখে যাও, তোমার স্মৃতির স্মরণে আমি রব জীবনে শুধু চোখের জল। কাঁচার পাখি তবু কাঁচাই থাকে না, বনের পাখি বনের মায়া ছাড়ে না, পাখি চায় উড়ে যায়। আমার হৃদয় ভেঙে যায়। যে প্রেম স্বর্গ থেকে এসে জীবনে আমার হয়ে রয়, সেই প্রেম আমাকে দিও, জেনে নিও, জেনে নিও, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়। যেই প্রেম স্বর্গ থেকে এসে জীবনে আমার হইল, সেই প্রেম আমাকে দিও, জেনে নিও, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়। তুমি আর কেহ না, এমন একটা যদি পৃথিবী হয়, মিলনের সুখে ভরে যাবে বুক, চারিদিকে শুধু সুখ আর সুখ, সেই সুখ আমাকে দিও, জেনে নিও, জেনে নিও, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়। যেই প্রেম স্বর্গ থেকে এসে জীবনে আমার হয়ে গয়, সেই প্রেম আমাকে দিও, জেনে নিও, তুমি আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়, আমার প্রাণের চেয়ে প্রিয়। হায় না তুই দেখবে যখন কপালের কালো তীর পড়বে চোখে, ফুটবে যখন ফুল শাখে, ভ্রমর যে এসেছিল জানবে লোকে, আয়নাতে ওই দেখবে যখন কপালের কালো তীর পড়বে চোখে, ফুটবে যখন ফুল শাখে, ভ্রমর যে এসেছিল জানবে লোকে। জানি না এখন তুমি কার কথা ভাবছো, আমি মনে চুপি চুপি কার ছবি আঁকছো, তুমি কি তারে কাছে রাখবে, ধরা যদি দেই সে এক পলকে, রা 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 রা, দু হাত নয়ন কি রাখবে রে। জামা সারা জানা লগয়া দিন কাফি হকুলের মালা শুকাবে, ঢেকে দেব তার সুরভি, দিন গিয়ে রাতে লুকাবে। আমো মোছো না খো আমার ছবি, আমি মিনতি করে গেলাম, তুমি চোখে রাগান কাছে কি বাদুরে মনে রেখো আমি এই প্রেম তোমাকে দিন, মন তোমাকে দিন, তুমি চোখে কাছে কি বাদুরে মনে রেখো আমি এটা মিহিকার মন তোমাকে দিন, ভালোবেসে আমি হারি তোমারে মনে হারাবো। ভেতরে আছে ল ভালোবেসে আমি তোমারে মনে রাখো, দিন গিয়ে রাতে লুকাবে। বুঝি নাই কঠিন সময় যখন কিছুতে বন্ধুর টেলিফোনে মন বসে না, তারা তুই দেশের কথা এবার আমাকে তুই বাবুল করে সঙ্গে जमीन में होती समन में ला मेरा दर्द लगा नबी नबी से मेरा जल मकान है।
Whole life insurance combines insurance and an investment component for policyholders. Suppose Mary buys a whole life insurance policy to protect her family. It will pay a stated amount to her beneficiaries when she passes away many years later. The policy also invests Mary's money and builds up a cash value, tax deferred, from which she can withdraw or borrow funds, like a savings account. She uses this investment to help pay for housing and other bills during her retirement. Whole life insurance premiums are high, but they don't usually change. The policy remains in effect as long as premium payments are made. In contrast, term life insurance only offers the death benefit. It usually increases premiums and lasts for a specific term. Make sure to research an insurance company and be comfortable with its guarantees before purchasing its whole life insurance policy.
हे मेरे मौला 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 मेरे मौला तो निशान है।
This is a house. It's like a lot of houses, but with one big difference. It's your house. It's where you hang your hat, open your mail, host cookouts, but most important, it's the place where you have everything and everyone that means the most. Protecting what matters most is what insurance is about. And if you're a homeowner, you know how your house works. But what about your insurance? Do you know how it works? Do you know how to get the type of coverage that best fits your needs and budget? The what and how of insuring your home. Homeowners policies cover 3 basic areas: structure, belongings, and liability. Structure is your house. It's roof, walls, systems, a garage, or other freestanding building on your property. This is covered against damage due to disaster, such as fire, hail, wind damage, falling objects, burst pipes, and other events. Things to be aware of. Some types of water damage are covered. You will need a separate policy for flooding and earthquakes. And some things are never covered, like damage from termites and other pests. Belongings. Your stuff is covered against loss due to an insured event or theft. You're also covered off-site for loss of property wherever you are. The things to be aware of. Create a home inventory to make it easier to keep track of your stuff and what it's worth. Also, you may need separate coverage for high-value objects. Liability covers harm to others that happen in your house, like falls and other accidents. There are things that can increase your liability risks, like trampolines, pools, or an aggressive pet. You are also covered for additional living expenses. This covers the costs associated with living away from your home if it is damaged by an insured disaster and you can't live in it. How much coverage do you need? When purchasing coverage, remember this simple rule: insure to rebuild. In the event of a total loss, have enough coverage to replace your belongings too. Things to be aware of. House prices rise and fall, but the cost of building materials and labor is always going up.
Insurance policies. Logo come with logo home. La 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 la. Oh, 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 oh.
La 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 জন্ম আমার নবীর যুগে হলে কেমন হতো জন্ম আমার নবীর যুগে হলে কেমন হতো তিনি কত আলোচনায় তাকতাম আমি অদম সামনে রসুল পাক হতো পাশে সাহাবাগণ দয়াল নবীর পিছে নামাজ পড়লে কেমন হতো জন্ম আমার নবীর যুগে হলে কেমন হতো আসতো বেশে হজরতে বিলালের মধুর আযান যে আজানে ছিল এমন প্রেম মুগ্ধ রহমান নবীর পিছে নামাজ পড়লে কেমন হতো দয়াল নবীর পিছে নামাজ পড়লে কেমন হতো দয়াল নবীর পিছে নামাজ পড়লে কেমন হতো ইয়া রাসূলুল্লাহ ইয়া হাবিবাল্লাহ ইয়া রাসূলুল্লাহ ইয়া হাবিবাল্লাহ লাল ফুলকে প্রশ্ন করি আজ আজ রঙটি কোথায় পেলে মুহূর্তে ময়দানে দৌড়ের রক্তের কথা বলে সেই রক্তের লালে তাই লাল ফুলকে বাগান থেকে তুলে কাঁদলাম সুযোগ পেলে পরাবো তোমায় হাজার ফুলের মালা বলো রাসূলুল্লাহ ইয়া হাবিবাল্লাহ ইয়া রাসূলুল্লাহ গোলাপি নিলাম খাজা নিলাম নিলাম রজনীগন্ধা হাসি মুখে পরাবো তোমায় সকাল হতে সন্ধ্যা ইয়া রাসূলুল্লাহ ইয়া রাসূলুল্লাহ ইয়া হাবিবাল্লাহ ও যে বিলাল खुशी है सरवर देगा प्यार है दुनिया के हवा सबकी मैं खुद का होता हूँ आज दिलाने खुशी है तेरे वर्दी का प्यारा है दुनिया है सबकी बता दो प्यारा है रहमान हुआ सुबहान हुआ से पात्र हुआ ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को
Hi, my name is Mark Chandick, and I'd like to spend a few minutes talking to you about the basics of life insurance. The purchase of life insurance may be one of the most important decisions you ever make in your financial life. However, it's a decision that most of us will put off until something happens that hits close to home. That's really not too surprising, since we all have a built-in mechanism that avoids thinking about death. But that kind of procrastination can be devastating to a family or business. Let me explain. There are 3 basic questions to be asked, and they have to be asked and answered in the right sequence, or all the answers will be wrong. The 3 questions are, do I need life insurance? How much do I need? What kind should I buy? Let's take them one at a time. First, do I need life insurance? The quick and easy answer is that if someone will suffer financially when you die, you need life insurance. That could mean your family, perhaps aging parents, or maybe even your business partner and employees. Sometimes we might be inclined to say, well, they'll be okay, and maybe that's true. But it's important to remember that we don't get a chance to change our minds once we're gone. We need to face reality while we can do something about it. The second question is, how much should I have? Some experts recommend a rule of thumb that runs anywhere from 5 to 20 times your annual income. Obviously, with that kind of spread, the rule of thumb isn't very helpful. So how do you determine if you need $100,000, $250,000, $500,000 or more in life insurance coverage? The best way to figure out what you need is to have an insurance professional conduct what's called a financial needs analysis. Here's how it works. You'll start by gathering all of your personal financial information and estimating what your family members would need after you're gone to meet their financial obligations. To calculate this figure, you'll need to think through 3 types of expenses. First are immediate expenses, such as funeral expenses, uncovered medical costs, taxes, and outstanding debts you want paid when you die, such as automobile debt and credit card bills. Second is ongoing expenses, which is basically money for your family to live on for a specific period of time. It help pay for everyday living expenses like food, clothing, transportation, mortgage or rent payments. And finally, life insurance proceeds can be used to fund future expenses, such as money to fund a college or retirement savings plan. After you've figured out your family's needs, you'll then want to tally up all of the resources that your surviving family members can draw on to support themselves. This would include things like your spouse's income, savings you've accumulated, and any life insurance you already own. The difference between your family's needs and the resources in place to meet those needs is your need for additional life insurance. Let me share a story with you that illustrates the value of properly calculating the need for life insurance in a very powerful way. Early in my career, I was working with a physician in Southern California who was very busy and didn't give me any time to help him determine the amount of life insurance that was appropriate for his family. Rather, he asked me to simply sell him a $500,000 policy. I complied with his request, only to read several months later that he had been killed by a hit-and-run driver while changing the tire on the side of the freeway. I took great pride in being able to deliver the much-needed cash to the family, only to be shocked to learn that the doctor had 9 children, 3 of whom were in college at the time. I distinctly remember sitting in a room with his wife and all of his children when they collectively asked me, "Is this all there is?" I felt badly that I hadn't found some way to break through to the man and convince him to approach the process the proper way. I vowed never again to shortcut the process and to always calculate the real need for life insurance. I never have shortcut the process since, and you shouldn't either. There are no do-overs with life insurance. There's nothing more important than buying the right amount of coverage, and you need to get it right the first time. So after you've figured out how much you need, you're now ready to focus on what kind to buy. There are two fundamental considerations that go into answering this question. First, how long will you need the insurance? And second, how much money do you have in your budget for this expense? The how long you need it question will help you decide if you want term insurance or permanent insurance. Term insurance lasts for a specified period of time, say 5 years or 10, 20, or maybe even 30 years. If your only need is for funds to pay off a 20-year mortgage at your death, a 20-year term policy would probably be the answer for you. Or if you're concerned about providing funds to take care of your aging parents in their later years, a 5 or 10-year term policy might do the job. The shorter the period of time the policy lasts, the lower the premium. But once the term period is over, you'll have to pay a considerably higher price to maintain it if you want to do so. And you may well have to take another insurance physical to qualify all over again. That means your health must still be good, and that you haven't taken up piloting, skydiving, or vehicle racing. Declining health or a dangerous job or hobby can significantly increase the cost of insurance and sometimes can make coverage unaffordable or even unavailable. That leads me to the second kind of insurance, permanent insurance. Permanent insurance is what the name implies. It's with you for life, no matter how old you are when you die. The premiums are projected to remain level over your lifetime, and in some cases can be designed to stop at retirement while your coverage remains in force for life. Permanent policies build a cash surrender value that is available if needed in the event of emergencies, opportunities, or college for the kids. Of course, these benefits come with a price. The initial premium for permanent insurance is 3 to 10 times higher than it is for an equivalent amount of term insurance. So if your budget is limited, be sure you buy as much as you need, even if it's all term insurance. But if you have some room in your budget, it usually makes sense to include some permanent insurance in your program. And as time goes on, it will probably make sense to convert some of your term insurance to permanent insurance. You know, one of the biggest mistakes I see my clients make is underestimating how long they'll need life insurance. This was painfully true immediately for many after the dot-com bubble burst in 2000. All of a sudden, you had people who experienced a significant loss in their retirement assets, and they were no longer able to retire on time. Life insurance fills the financial gap that exists between your financial needs and your financial realities. The fact that people had to work additional years necessitated owning life insurance for a longer period of time, and many were caught unprepared. By owning both types of life insurance, term and permanent, you're better prepared for the unexpected things that happen in life. Let's face it, our financial lives never go as smoothly as the financial press would have us believe. So far, we've looked at life insurance from the context of your personal needs. However, life insurance is a tool that is also utilized by almost every small business in America. Businesses, especially smaller, closely held businesses, utilize life insurance to protect their companies in case of the premature death of an active owner. Life insurance is used to purchase a deceased partner's interest and provide an income stream to the surviving family. Life insurance also may be left to the company to provide a financial cushion to the company in the case of a loss of an active owner or key employee. Life insurance is also utilized to provide cash to equalize the inheritance of a family, where only one of the children inherits the company. And finally, to provide cash to pay federal estate tax, so that the company doesn't have to be sold to pay the tax liability. These uses of life insurance keep businesses in business, families financially secure, and Americans employed. So there you have it. A properly designed life insurance program is as essential to a sound financial plan as a strong foundation is to a home. Do it right, and the future is secure.
Thank you so much. What the hell? जन्मों बुझे हाले কেমন হতো আমার মনের দিকে হালে কেমন হতো Best 10 laptops life insurance. La 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 दिल
Hi, I'm Kevin McCormley with Kiplinger's Personal Finance Magazine, here to talk about life insurance. When you think about the things you'd really rather not think about, life insurance probably comes pretty high on the list. Not only does it force you to think about your own mortality, it also means spending money for something you'd rather not think about, let alone pay for. On the good news side, it might not cost as much as you think to buy the protection that you need. We've noticed that rates have fallen significantly in recent years. And face it, ignoring this issue won't make it go away. If anyone is relying on you, you may need life insurance because frankly, your financial obligations might outlive you. Insurance helps to provide financial assistance even if you're not there. But how much?
Best 10 laptops. Terms and conditions. Terms and conditions. The terms and conditions outline the rules and regulations for the use of Mesh World website located at http://bongoworld.blogspot.com. Assume you accept the terms and conditions. Do not continue to use Mesh World if you do not agree to take all of the terms and conditions stated. This the following statement and disclaimer notice and all agreements client you and you refers to you the person logs on the website and compliant with the company terms and conditions service. Cookies we employ the use of cookies by accessing Mesh World. You agree to use cookies and agreement with Mesh World privacy policy. Most interactive license unless যদিও otherwise stated Mesh World in license. এত না শোনা you must not publish material from Mesh World. Share rent and sub license material 20 টাকা দিয়ে রে আধা কেজি ভাজ যাবে এত টেনশন করার কোনো প্রয়োজন নেই মনে না হানাতে 20 টাকা আধা কেজি ভাজ যাবে এড়ো কি তুমি ওনাদের দিয়ে তুমি বেঁচে পাবে না ইন যায় বাবু শুক্রবার বেঁচে বাজার বেচতে দেবে disclaimer of Mesh World. If you require email www.kazi.com. A disclaimer was generated with the help of free disclaimer generator. Disclaimer for Bunga World. Consult Tarfash Privacy Policy at the Bunga World. Content by Bunga World. How to use. If you additional question, consult information collect. Provide to personal website. Send your emails or log files, IP address, cookies and web. Google duplicate click in dark cookies. All advertising partners. Google. www.policies. Third party policies. CCP privacy right. Do not share my personal information. About us. Welcome to Bunga World. The Bunga World is a professional economics and insurance platform. Here we will provide interesting content. Thanks for site visitors. Have a nice day. Contact us. Welcome to Mesh World. Please email if you have any questions about the site, advertising, or anything else. We will revert you as soon as possible. Thank you for contacting us. Have a great day. الذي أطعمهم Dahil.
Pakiulit sa udah langsung kan.
Dahil.
Nah, kalau saya Allah ko masana na hoitere hasa to mona bargam na.
It